Greetings, people. This is a video about a DIY project or do-it-yourselfer for a Gobo or go-between, aka a reflection shield for your studio microphone stand. The following products you're going to need are 3 paint grids, some tape, some nuts, bolts, washers, drill bits, and a drill, and some spray paint, and most importantly, some acoustic treatment panels. Now, what I did was I took 3 grids for each Gobo that I made, and I made 2, so I ended up buying 6 of those grids. So anyway, you take the grids and you're going to want to form them in the center. Now I left the rounded pieces. They come rounded at the other end of each one of those paint grids, so I just left them that way to be able to hold the acoustic treatment on. So anyway, I put the center pieces together, and then I taped them top and bottom in the middle with the silver paint, and I chose silver, with the silver tape, and I chose silver tape because I'm going to paint them silver in the end there. So anyway, I put them together, and then I drilled through each one of those center pieces there, top and bottom, on in between both pieces there, as you see in the center, to the left of it, to the right of it. And then I went ahead and joined them with the nuts, bolts, and washers, fastened them down, then retaped over them again, and then I ended up painting the paint grid. Now, I'm just going to let you watch the video here, and you'll see, as I was discussing, what I had done. And so I ended up using also some spray adhesive to help me fasten the acoustic treatment panels onto the paint grids. So I had 6 extra acoustic treatment tiles from treating my studio with the acoustic panels, and I ended up using 3 blue for one, and then 3 charcoal color for another Gobo. So there you go. You see I painted it. Then I ended up calling those ponytail fasteners, because that was the only thing that I could think of to fasten and hold the Gobo onto the mic stand, and you're going to see that in the end too. Now you might be able to think of something else, and I'm sure I could have come up with something else besides that, but I just wanted to get the project done, and I used those, and I've left them on there ever since, and they're holding up and doing just fine. The Gobo is light, and there you go, ponytail reflection filter fasteners there, and here we have the final product. Okay, it's on my mic stand. Now, one thing I did do is on the bottom of the take 3 on the bottom of the reflection shield, I used a clamp, a workshop clamp. Okay, you got the red tip there. You see that facing that way to hold this reflection shield up. Okay, and then with the microphone shock mount on the top, you're going to see that too. And there's the ponytail fasteners that I wrapped now therefore around the microphone stand, and then I taped them with some digital camouflage duct tape. And then as I'm going to show you here, you can see what's holding this thing. I've already mentioned what's holding this thing up on the bottom is that clamp. Then up top, it fits in there where the shock mount is fastened, and it will hold the top. And just helps to keep the Gobo even that much better in place. Now, I ended up having, I did not want the microphone that close to the, as you're going to see, to the foam. So I ended up looking into buying an extension. Okay, then went from the top of my microphone stand. You're going to see that too. I'm showing you the clamp there now. Okay. And it come in really handy. So a little bit of improvising, some ingenuity and whatnot, and you're going to have yourself a nice reflection shield for $20. Okay, it's going to cost you about $20 or less for each one of these reflection shields that you might want to make. All right, so now then up top, I'm going to show that here. There you go, right there. So the shock mount that's holding the microphone stand is actually helping to hold the top part of that reflection shield in its place too. So I don't have a problem with it. It is fastened. Yes, it does wiggle a little bit if I'm going to move the stand. Other than that, it does not. It is stable, and it does do the job. So then I ended up, as I mentioned, looking into buying this an extension for the top that will extend the shock mount and microphone out, which I ended up finding and purchasing, and it is now on my mic stand as well. So now that would move the microphone further out away from the foam. Okay, so we don't want that rubbing up against the foam when you're recording. So I ended up making 2 of those. There's the charcoal one, and I ended up giving that away with some other things on a gear giveaway to a person named Andres Lopez in Puerto Rico. And so I gave him a number of things, and some of the things that you're going to see and hear in the video or whatnot. And so, yeah, this is 2 reflection shields I made. I think I've actually made 2 of them for 20 or 1 for 20. I'm not too certain right now. My memory doesn't serve me that great at this moment, but the paint grids are only a few dollars each. So if you figure $9, yeah, I'd say it's about $15 per each Gobo, more or less. Okay, and then you could end up spending $100 or more for a professionally made Gobo, and it would look nicer and it'd be ideal. But I just wanted to make my own, and there they are. And there's the clamps I used, as I mentioned. There's the microphone there in my vocal room from across the main room, looking through the window. There's the vocal room there, as you can see. That looks into the main room. There's some things that Andres Lopez, he won through the gear giveaway. Once again, the vocal room. And yes, here we go. That's the MXL V67G microphone with the VE20 vocal processor on the floor there. And thanks for viewing. This is Top Cat Jimmy. Thanks. God bless you, and have a great day.